Hello and welcome back to Video Game Replay. My name is Larry. Joining me today is my co-host Aidan.
What's up, guys? Dill from the building. We got CJ top left up here as well.
I am here. I am in the building. That is a true fact. Let's get into it. What's happening, boys? What's happening?
Well, we are back here. We have finished out season one. Kind of got the hangover. Treating it with a little bit of hair of the dog, making it happen. But we're gonna pick up and we're gonna do a little off the side here. Get some things going for y'all. Start out with some simple things. What have you been in since the last go around? How about you, CJ? I know you've been in something interesting. What have you been doing since last time we talked?
Man, been playing a fuck ton of Tetris. I just can't get enough of it. It's probably my most comforting game of all time. I always go back to it. Always squeeze in a game before bed on my Switch or something. Did find out because I do play it on my Game Boy Color every once in a while, and I played the Game Boy Color version on my Switch. Yeah, I'm sticking to NES version. The Game Boy Color version is not nearly as fun. There's like way less room to stack. But been playing a lot of that. Um, Not really a ton. I did work did a little side gig at a bar, just stocking beer, having a good time, bullshitting with people pretty much. Was told I'm in charge of all the other people stocking beer. Don't know why, but that was cool. Got to boss people around and be big dog. But other than that, dog got in a little scuffle, nothing major, a little scrape, a little battle wound, but she's a big baby, so she'll get over it. She's okay. But other than that, not much. Just Tetris, dog fights, and alcohol. To sum it up in three words.
Well, I do believe in the offside of it. You did happen to mention a particular piece of media that you got to see. Would you like to share that with the group?
I did. I totally forgot about that. The Minecraft movie. And honestly, I won't go on forever, but I probably could. Pleasantly surprised. If you go in expecting like the Pulp Fiction of the new age, probably gonna be disappointed. But if you just go and you go to watch like a kind of fun kidsy movie, it's pretty solid. Jack Black, awesome. Jason Momoa did great. The other actors and actresses that I don't remember their names, really good. Overall, go watch it. It's totally worth it. It was a good watch. For being a kids movie, I give it like a 9. Like, is it a 9 in
Oh wow.
comparison to like my favorite movies? No, but like out of like kids movies, for sure it's like a 9. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
So
So
you're like putting it up there with like the levels of like um what was it, Toy Story, Pixar movies and shit. You're giving it that high level, dude.
to me, like, yeah, like it was fresh. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like they messed it up like they could. They did a lot of fan service. And to me, when it's Minecraft, like it's not really a story you can follow. Fan service is gonna be what makes the movie good. And I feel like they did a lot of it. So me personally, I liked it a lot. The fan
You're,
service, the kind of shout outs to some people.
you're putting it up there with Kung Fu P? You put the Minecraft over.
It's up there with it's up. You can tell that Jack Black enjoyed it so much too that it made it a better movie in a way. Like
I
you
could see
could
that.
tell it was perfect. It seemed like he was just having fun doing his own thing the entire movie. And when you put Jack Black in a role like that, it's perfect. Like that's his jam. So to me, yeah, it's up there with like Kung Fu P. Maybe it's like an 8, but at least in recent memory bias, it's definitely a 9. So I'll give it that.
I was gonna say Kung Fu P
Okay.
is, I think, Jack Black's best work in the. Might be all around. I mean, I wasn't that big on some of his other movies. I know School of Rock was a
Now
big
are you?
one.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
oh, we're talking Tenacious
Oh,
D, Pick of Destiny. I'm
Tenacious
sorry, right
D.
there's the
Yeah,
dog Jack Black, dude. I mean,
Or
even better
Nacho
than
Libre. Come on, man. That movie's
Nacho
oh,
Libre.
hilarious.
That was a tough one too. I
It's a
gotta go.
good
You gotta
movie.
go
that's
Kung
some
Fu
good.
P all around. For Jack Black, just such a good movie all around.
That was a good series. That was better than I really anticipated it being. I mean, I don't disagree there, but either way, I'm glad you like the CJX. I had intentions of making to it, but apparently my daughter, who's the Minecraft freak, is afraid of crowds or doesn't want to go to a movie. Go figure what the hell that's about. So I guess we'll have to do a better one when it's up time for streaming.
That's valid though, based on all the videos I've seen of people acting out. Nobody acted out in my theater, thankfully. We did some clapping. That was about it. Did we all yell chicken jockey? We might have, but no fireworks, no popcorn was getting thrown, no water. Thankfully, I did not want to deal with that. I was really hoping I got to watch the full
Were
movie,
there any
which I did.
chickens
So
in the theater? Did anyone bring a chicken in?
no, no,
I've
not to
seen a couple
mine,
of
but I
those.
did see a video. Yeah, seen that
Uh,
online.
yeah, I actually seen one where they apparently just let off a box of firecrackers or some shit and about burned the
Yeah,
place down.
yeah.
It's this is why we can't have a great movie experience anymore. Is apparently we can't go to the movies without blowing shit up or throwing $40 worth of popcorn everywhere. So
Absolutely.
and that just pisses
Yeah.
me off because I can't eat popcorn anymore. But that's just me and how I roll. How about you, eh? Been into anything too exciting over the last time we talked?
Well, it's warming up where I live, so that means fishing season is coming around. I've been fishing a lot actually. I have like an addiction to fishing. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I think about when I can go fishing. I think about fishing 24/7. I shop fishing stuff online 24/7. I spend way too much money. I have like an addiction to fishing. I actually I caught a nice one last week, about a 3-4 pound bass, which for our area is really nice. Uh, we're not down in Texas where they got those 10 pounders just everywhere. Uh, as for the media, I've been working and at work. I've finished up Invincible. It's this Amazon original. I believe Larry, you said you heard
Okay.
of it. Uh,
I tried to start it, yeah, but work's been too busy to keep up with it myself.
I'm telling you, it's very good. For it's graphic, so it wouldn't be like anything for Violet, because it's even too graphic for that. There's like people's guts being pulled out. It's like a little graphic, but
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
it's very solid. I really enjoyed it. I think they're on season 3 now. Very good.
yeah. I did like I started into it and work got busy, and yeah, I know that's the worst place to watch anything for me at this point, but also it's probably the best place for me to watch anything at this point in time. Uh,
Fair.
I don't get a lot of computer, and like I say, with my kids around the house and stuff, I can't really put it on the big screen. Start watching that with
Yeah.
dudes get their guts ripped out and heads blown off, and
Yeah.
uh, I only made it through the first episode, so I don't disagree. There's some violent shit going on in that
Yeah.
thing, but I heard the stories were great. But anything else exciting been going on for you, man?
Other than I've been gaming a little bit, I've kind of slowed down a touch. It's getting warmer, nicer outside. Little Marvel Rivals. It's new seasons upon us. Got some new characters. Nothing. Nothing too eventful. Kind
Oh,
of slowed down.
uh, did you make it to Celestial?
I did not make it to Celestial. The season ended,
Oh,
so I did not play that
okay.
much, and I played that last game and I lost, and I got off, and I did not play again until the new season. So did
Well,
not
it's
make
all right. It's
Celestial.
all right. It's good to have goals, man. You gotta have goals now.
Yep.
Got a rank you gotta hit now. So, um, I myself, I've had an interesting. I don't even know at the right 72 hours or something here. So we'll cross some bridges and talk about some different shit. I'll start at 5 o'clock Wednesday morning. Time frame of where we're at. I got up. I left my house. I seen snow. I went under the Chesapeake Bay. I seen a battleship, and I touched the Atlantic Ocean all in the same fucking day. Um,
Nice.
I went to Norfolk, Virginia. Got to see the U.S. Wisconsin over there. It's pretty cool if you get an opportunity to walk on it. Um, Being that close, then we're only about 30 miles, 30 minutes away from Virginia Beach, and went there, and it was cold. Put my toes in the Atlantic Ocean. That fucker was freezing. They're doing a construction project there, so it's kind of not ideal beach behavior, I guess. But they're dredging up the ocean, trying to make the coast longer, I guess, from all the storms washing out that. So they're
Yeah.
adding on to it. It's kind of cool. Um, I didn't get to go across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, but I did go across the Hampton Tunnel Bridge. Um, Random fact: when you go under that, it's 105 feet under the water. Is how deep you
Yeah,
go into that.
Oh
it's
wow.
And
insane.
oh, even better is they're doing an expansion project where they're going to make 8 lanes, and there's actually when we came in, we drove over top of the thing, cutting a new tunnel in, and when we left, we already drove across atop the other tunnel that's lower than 105 feet. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So for those of you that are claustrophobic or afraid of drowning, just know that's a very real thing, and um, people pay to do it to go across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, which I at one time wanted to do that. That was actually one of my hopes for my bachelor party. My best man asked me what I wanted to do. I was like, I want to go to Chesapeake Bay Bridge. He's like, what? I'm like, I want to go to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. It goes under the fucking Chesapeake Bay between the ocean and all that, and stand out there and look at the ocean. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like,
It's valid
don't ask
though.
me.
It's
I'm like,
valid,
man,
dude.
you know, I mean, there's things you do, and that was one of them, and I didn't get to do it, so still never done it. And after driving all that distance, I should have probably done it because I will never go back to that place again. I am not a Virginia Beach fan at all. It's
Yeah,
too commercial. It's too big. It's inner city almost to a feeling of it, and that's not trying to be any sort of disrespect to the people of Virginia Beach, but it's too hopping for what kind of beach atmosphere I want. So.
that's valid.
But either way, fell asleep there, slept there that night, got up the next day, went and seen some animals at the Virginia Zoo. That's a very nice place. Those folks have done well there. They're working on expansions. And left about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I did not get home until Friday. So, way too much time behind the fucking wheel in the last 72 hours, and I got up today and went and watched my daughter, my oldest daughter, play some tennis. Got to watch a tennis match. Can't really tell, but the farmer tan has begun. I am now officially 2 different colors. And then I did the ultimate sin of all landowning fathers. I mowed before Easter. So, just
To be fair,
You
Easter
I
is
couldn't
pretty
help
late
it.
this year. I think most of our neighbors around us have already mowed, but we're staying strong. So
There you go.
pray
There
for
you
us.
go.
We're
I
fighting the good fight.
I
Strong
had
stuff, dude.
I have a wife and a mother I have to answer to, and that's really what it was. And I guess when my dog can't find his way through the grass, it might be a sign. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Ours has been cut
God
three
forgive me on
times.
that.
Yeah, I'm done for it, dude. I'm going to hell 3 times already. So
No,
Three
oh shit.
times.
yeah,
Jeez.
grass has been growing out here, dude. It needs cut again, honestly.
I
Like it
guess
really
maybe down
does.
there it's probably a little warmer, a little earlier.
Yeah, didn't know
Yeah,
grass
it's
grew down
warmer.
here at first, but I guess it does.
Well, like I said, that's been the catch up. Any other thing we've been want to throw out there for anybody in regards to what you've been into?
Revenge of the Sith in theaters starting April 24th. Tickets went on sale 4 days ago. Yes, I bought them. 4DX. I'm gonna see how it is. I'm excited. Go get your tickets. This is a plug. Is it paid? Not a paid plug. George Lucas never would have had to pay me. Disney might have to pay me, but George Lucas would never have to pay me to plug Revenge of the Sith.
40X is the one
I'm with
where you get like water, some like water thrown around and your seats move around. That's the 40X,
Yeah,
right?
I looked it up and I'm actually kind of nervous because it's like a roller coaster, like 4 seats, and like I think I heard that this theater has like seat belts, and like I'm not the biggest guy. Like I don't want to get launched. And I also hope they don't do like lava. I Anakin burning was cool, but like I don't want to burn personally
You see
and start
lava flowing
spewing.
under your
yeah. When the shit starts exploding, it's coming out, hitting you like, ah.
I feel the Darth Vader suit being put on me, and it's just
Yeah.
in excruciating pain. Yeah. Hopefully not, but I'm hoping for a close to that experience. So we'll see how it turns out.
I hope to truthfully get the chance to go watch it in the classic 2D filming experience at a very low price of $12 a ticket, hopefully.
Yeah,
I,
fair.
but I would like to see that one again in the theaters. I think I only got to see it once there, so it's a good film. I do enjoy that.
I
But
never got to see it in theaters.
Same. It's my favorite movie of all time, though.
favorite movie of all time?
Interesting.
Think so, dude. It's definitely the movie. I think it's totally nostalgic and it's totally emotionally driven. I have genuinely watched that movie more than any other movie, and it's not even close. I love it so much. I could
Oh
probably
wow.
recite it, dude. I could probably turn around right now. One of you guys could be Obi-Wan, and I could spit back Anakin's lines right there. Like I think I could.
We as kids, when I was probably 12, walking the streets of the city that I live in, me, depending how many, like I said, there was actually 4 of us in the clique, but if there's at least 2 of us, we could walk from our house to town and touch the local Stop and Rob there in town. I'm sure you guys know what it is, and recite every line from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. It's like, I get to be Leonardo and Michelangelo. Okay, well, I get to be Raphael and so, and go through that whole fucking movie, dude. Just talking every line. So yeah, I feel you on that kind of praise and that love
Yeah.
for those kind of things. But I didn't think too far on it, so we're gonna come up with a simple question of the week. I'm not gonna try to figure out how the universe is put together, but let's start out with something maybe kind of simple here. Maybe not. Aidan, let's start with you. Name something surprising that's on your bucket list.
Hmm.
He admitted
Yeah,
defeat
no,
instantly.
no, I know you guys are like, in your 20s, so bucket list isn't something you've thought of, but it's definitely it's something out there I know you want to do before it's all said and done.
Uh, I don't know. I have like one thing on my bucket list so far. It's not
Okay,
really
well there it is.
not really that surprising, but I want to eventually go to Japan at one point before I
I'm with
die.
you. That seems
Okay,
cool.
That's on my bucket
that's
list. I don't know if I. Hmm. Oh,
well,
mine's
that's
mostly traveling. Like I wanna, and I'm
Fair.
big. I like cooking a lot. I'm big into culinary stuff, so I'd want to travel to like Italy and Spain and have some traditional foods and eat at some super nice restaurants. Those are some bucket list things, but mine's mostly traveling and traveling and eating. That's
oh, that's fine.
that's
I, I
mostly it.
I honestly didn't anticipate you saying Japan though. I mean, I expected a lot of the European type things, but Japan, I honestly didn't think I was on your list. So there, I'm surprised.
Well, there we go. I think me and CJ talked about it at
Fair
one
enough.
point. I know tickets to
Oh, for
Japan are
sure.
expensive as hell, and I don't really know. I probably would not know how to navigate around Tokyo, but
Yeah, that's my biggest fear. Is
just getting lost.
I want to be a dude. I want to be a traveler at heart, but I get so uncomfortable when I'm not at home. Like when I'm like traveling, even if it's just like a familiar vacation spot I've been to, I feel so uneasy in comparison to being at home that it's just I couldn't imagine being
I
in
can't
fucking
imagine
Tokyo,
nobody being
Japan.
able to understand me.
Yeah, bro. I'd just be sitting here, just
Well,
jumping, like throwing my arms up, like help.
the one thing I did learn, like I said, I had the opportunity once in my life to travel on the other side of the world, and the scarier part is not the fact that nobody can understand you; it's the fact that some of them can, but they don't
Oh
talk
yeah,
where you can understand them. That's
Hmm.
fucking
yeah,
scary. That's
that's
terrible.
fair.
I was on the ground in Thailand for 10 days, and it was day 9 when I found out my niece. I said something to her, and she stopped and looked at me. I was like, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" And she looks at me and nods her head, "Yeah." I'm like, "Do you speak English?" And she looks at me and shakes her head, "Yes." And I was like, "Why the fuck won't you say nothing to me?" And she just shakes her head, "No." I'm just like, "Son of a bitch." So the whole next day, I tried to get her to talk to me. Did not say a word. I'm just like, and my mom said, well, was she was just embarrassed that she would sound dumb. I'm like, oh, really? Because I've sound stupid as shit for the last week. But yeah,
Right.
shit I thought was the right way to say something totally wasn't.
Right?
So, uh,
Absolutely.
how about you, CJ? What's on your bucket list, my friend?
I
Surprising things
think
on your bucket list.
similar to Aiden, that was going to be one of the things I mentioned. Is I Tokyo would be really cool. I definitely realized more recently in the past couple years. I always thought like, oh, like I'm totally meant for the city. Like I don't like a rural small town. I want the city, and living in a bigger place. It's not even really a big city. Fuck that. I changed my mind. But I still want to experience part of that city life. I really do want to go to New York City. Especially big Knicks fan. I love this is definitely like on a realistic bucket list thing for me because I feel like I want to skydive, probably won't. I'm kind of too afraid of heights for that. I will go see the Knicks play in Madison Square Garden at some point in my life. Hopefully sooner than later. I will do that for sure. Get that knocked off. Tokyo would be really cool. And then even just you could throw out some just like wonders of the world, like the Great Wall of China would be so cool to see, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. Hell, even like the Salt Lake Flats out in like Utah, that would be really cool to see. There's some things I don't know. They're like kind of on the bucket list, haven't decided yet. That's kind of one of them. But I think kind of like what Aiden said, kind of there's some places I'd like to see more than anything. And then really the big one, I gotta go to Madison Square Garden. I gotta see that game. I have to. Hopefully sitting close, but the New York prices, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, but I will one day, damn it.
you
I
know,
will one day.
it's like there's one thing is like okay, maybe aliens might be real. The fact that the Great Wall of China is 13,000 miles long, it makes you think
Yeah.
okay, aliens might be real because the USA is not even 3,000 miles wide from like New York to California. It's not even 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
How the hell is the Great Wall of China 13,000 miles long? Like,
Absolutely. I'm
it just
kind of
makes
with
no
you.
sense. How's that possible? It's
There's a
insane.
lot of fucking land across and a lot of time and time and bullshit on their hands.
It's probably
I
like
guess.
thousands of years in the process of being built. It probably took thousands of years. That's just still crazy.
Oh yeah.
According to
Oh,
South
yeah.
Park, it was because of them, the Mongolians. I was gonna quote South Park, probably not a good idea. So it's just because of the Mongolian people. That's what I'll say.
I wish I was better at quoting South Park stuff. That would probably be my whole shtick.
Like,
I could be all
Same.
about that life.
like the
Same.
circumference to go all around the entire world is 24,000 miles. That's just crazy to think about. The Great Wall of China is like 13,000. It's
Oh God.
over half the circumference of the entire Earth. Of the
Yeah,
wall,
that's
of
insane.
giant wall. That's the
That is
Just keep
insane.
it's the human spirit.
just keep Mongols and Ghost out. I guess. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's
In,
hear it, Larry. Let's
in
hear it.
retrospect, in retrospect, here I'm thinking through like, well, shit. You know what? My answer probably ain't much different than your guys. It's going to require some travel. But I think the things I'd like to see. I'd like to see now that one city in Peru. I can't think of it. Chichen Inca or something like that, where the aliens was apparently made on top of the mountain. Um, the pyramids. I want to see
I
the
thought it was
pyramids.
Machu Picchu. This was the
That
big
sounds
pyramids
right.
down there. Yeah,
Well,
that'd
no,
be
that's
cool.
there's a
That's
big
one of
city
the
down there in
pyramids,
Peru or
right?
something. I'm talking about the pyramids in Egypt, the ones everybody knows, not the
Is it?
Aztec
Not the
ones.
Aztec ones.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay.
Aliens. Um,
Fair.
I don't know. Like I say, I can tell you if I was still your age, my thing that was definitely on my base on my bucket list was base jumping. I wanted to be one of those guys who when I was your age, it was still a possibility of saying I wanted to jump off the World Trade Center. But
Valid.
the ability to parachute off of a tall building, architect, structure, or environment was I was about that. And now at my age and my fat ass size and my drug intake, swinging on a swing makes me ill, and getting on a little merry-go-round makes me want to throw up after 2 passes. So yeah, I mean that kind of thing's out of the spectrum. So outside of that, I think Grand Canyon's definitely on the shit I'd like to see list.
Yeah.
I think I'm not close enough to retirement. I'd like to be one of those guys. I don't know. I was gonna say I want to be one of those guys who travels across the country, but then I just remembered how much driving I've done in the last 2 days, and then no, fuck that. I ain't
Absolutely.
my ass.
Kind of the same way.
No, I'll take the helicopter tour. God willing that I don't die in New York, but we'll go with that. And sorry if it's too soon for those folks, but they were Spanish and they don't speak English anyway, so it's all good.
Jeez, that's dark. That's
No
dark for the
habla
pod.
English. No habla
I
English.
tell you what,
Just a
I also wanted to do is spelunking. Have you ever heard of that? I don't know what
Yeah.
is.
I've heard of
It's
the
like
game.
it's
Wait.
spelunking, isn't it? Where you like, it's like cave like rivers or lakes, and you like jump into the water or some shit like that. But I've seen videos
I
of it, and it
thought
looks
Spelunking
badass.
was like cave exploring.
Dude, I thought you could. It's involved water. I feel like it. I feel like I'm right and you're wrong.
Wait, do you
Well, if it
mean
involves water, I'm not with that.
no? It's the exploration of caves by definition. I just looked it up.
Maybe I'm
Wait, do you
tripping.
mean like those motherfuckers that see a hole this big and they're like, I'm gonna
Oh,
climb
hell
in
no.
there like that? I was gonna say, fuck that,
Fuck
dude.
that.
Hell no. They
No,
see a
I
fucking
don't.
like shoe, and they're like, dude, I'm gonna get in there, and like their feet are fucking hanging out of a shoe somehow. I don't get it. I'm
Bro, I
not
might.
doing that.
I might just be thinking to. Wait, what is? Oh no, I'm not thinking of cave diving. That's like we going to scuba tank and I don't know what I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
I'm just a loon.
I don't
You
know either.
as soon as you said I have one more, it made me have one more. This falls under the random category. I want to ride one of them damn freeform, like I don't know what to call it, free weight fucking roller coasters with the handbrake, where it's not powered and you just kind of coast and you can go super fucking fast.
Oh
but
yeah,
just
I've seen
slow
those.
with the handbrake. I really want to ride one of those because every
They're on
time I
like
see a video, it's like the most scenic fucking cool shit ever.
they're on like
So,
a rail.
that would be really
They're
cool.
on like a
I think
rail
it's
and you're
called
in a
rail
cart.
coasters.
And like you have this brake on the side. Bro,
Yeah, like a
I've
hand
seen
lever
people
brake.
speed in the back of somebody and I saw a
It's
video
just
and a
slam into
girl's
somebody.
back got broken from doing that. Just slammed in the back and broke
Yeah.
broke a girl's back. Like that is next level.
I don't want to
No-
do that, but like I do. I feel like it'd be pretty fucking cool to see, kind of thing.
I would try it, but yeah, that'd actually be my thing. It'd be some fucking little 12-year-old punk fucking flying up on me in the backside and just fuck my world up. And it's just like, I can't even sue your parents, you little son of a bitch.
With the $40 bag of popcorn and a fucking chicken, dude, just ruining everything. Yeah, that's what it is.
There it is. There it
Fireworks.
is. All right. Let's get on to the game. Well, I guess not the game of the week, but the multiple games of the week. This week, we are going to talk about mobile video games. Now,
Hell
everyone's
yeah.
pretty familiar with these. If you live in the 20th and 21st century, you probably have a phone, whether it be Android or an iPhone. You own one, and very likely, even if you're a Wall Street businessman or the 5-year-old who stole your phone, you probably played a video game or two on there. That's what we're going to talk about this week. We're going to bring up some old games we remember, things we played, things you've probably played, and then also where we're at and what the future of mobile gaming may or may not be. But I'm going to start off. I'm going to throw out one out here that I'm sure everybody's played, and that's the classic Snake game, which is a old computer game that they were able to get onto a phone. I recall playing it on the old Nokia brick, the super phone that could last through World War II and, well, World War III, Iraq, whatever you want to call it, and still fucking work. So, you guys ever touched or play a version of this? I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Not on a Nokia, but yeah, definitely. Snake
Played
game's
on
iconic, dude.
still
Math
on
class
still on
in high
Google.
school. Yeah, I was gonna say Google Snake game in math class. Never did
Okay.
math, bro. I just played the Snake game.
That's
Like, that's all
natural.
we did.
Actually, as you said, this as a math class, I think you could play that thing on fucking calculators and shit.
On some, yeah.
I can believe it. Yeah.
I think it's probably built into it at this point. But
Right.
yeah, there's a whole array of games on this. Like I said, we're gonna throw out several different ones. Like I said, I Know Snake is definitely one of the first ones. I want to talk about one real quick that just came to mind. It wasn't a Nokia. It was a classic slider phone, and it worked on a very basic idea of just using the numbers. It wasn't a touch screen and all that, but it was a Transformers game I had. I really wish I could tell you what it was. But it was a very simple, like Advanced Wars type game where you had to go around the grid, and once you got close, and you could perform an attack. Um, it's
Okay.
the first game
Yeah.
I ever paid for on a mobile phone. I paid $2.99 for that damn game. I still have the phone. I still have the game on it. I don't have the charger, so it's like son of a bitch. It's the classic smoker's problem. Got all the cigarettes in the world. Anybody got a light?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody, please? How about you? You got any games that jump out at you can remember?
Well, my first game I want to say I really got into, it was a game called Dragon City. And I know CJ has some experience with this game as well. This was a classic,
Absolutely.
great money grab of a game. It was a money grab, but half the mobile games are, so I'm not even going to hold it against it. You controlled these islands. This is very vague memory of it because this was 10 years ago. You controlled these islands and you had different dragons, and you'd breed the dragons together and have like super dragons, and you would fight with these dragons. It was pretty sick. I definitely spent all my birthday money on Dragon City one year against my mom's best wishes. But the game was pretty sick. I want to say that's one of the first mobile games I really got into. Yes, you can't see it, but
That's
Yeah, you can't really see it, but for our video watchers,
for our
kind
video
of get the gist
watchers.
of the landscape. Not really, but it was yeah. Dude, it was so fun. It was one of those Facebook games too, and I totally was the annoying kid that like lied about my age and probably put like Larry's age instead and was sending everybody requests to come look at my damn Dragon City because I wanted like the little bonus perks you got. Yeah, I know my grandparents and stuff wanted to kill me for that. I was blowing up their phone with CJ invites you to his Dragon City. You know what I mean? Like people I haven't talked to in years. Come on. We're like fifth cousins. Come look at my Dragon City. Come on.
I that sounds familiar to me. I don't remember playing anything like that. So I don't know. I mean, you guys, I'd almost say to some degree, I could probably feel you guys telling me, hey, check this out. Even and just like, you dumb punk kids.
Probably, dude. I
Yeah.
swear, probably. Yeah.
How about
Typical
you, C?
kids. Yeah.
What the mobile game memories you got to share with the group at the moment?
I wrote down a couple because the more I started to write, the more there were.
What?
My big ones definitely Dragon City was one. My other big two, Clash Royale, the little kind of different battle royale version, or not battle royale, but little battle version of Clash of Clans. I
Okay.
never played Clash of Clans, not even for a second. Yep, sorry to
Really?
break your heart, Aiden. A lot of people love Clash of Clans. I
It's
never played it,
unbelievable.
but Clash Royale was my shit. I
Clash
loved
Royale's
it.
lit.
It's like essentially you have a king tower, and I mean it's the size of your phone's the board. You got a king tower and two like smaller towers, opponent mirror side to you, and you send out different little monsters and stuff like that that cost your elixir. You get up to 10 and it just regenerates at 1 per second. And so your big tankier cards are going to be like 8 elixir, your smaller like quick stab cards are going to be like 2, 3. And basically you just had to out strategy your opponent into taking their king tower before they got yours. I liked it. I think it was like a 3-minute timer. It was normally a quick, easy play. For me in high school, it was always like me and all the soccer boys. It was our go-to. We got an away game. Who wants to fucking play some Clash Royale right now? So like we're on the bus playing. Before we leave, get on the bus. Before the game starts, we're playing. Like that was our jam together.
Clash Royale.
No, that's. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying the Supercell games in general were just smash hits. I was big into Clash Royale, big into Clash of Clans. I didn't get into it was like Bomb Beach or something. Does anyone remember?
Not clicking.
Family. That sounds like that was the one they had. Clash of Clans. Though, was that the military one?
Kind of. You build your
Kinda,
base and you
yeah.
can like attack people. It's pretty
Oh
solid.
Essentially,
no.
like typical
Okay.
world building game kind of thing. You build up your city and your troops But I mean, they brought all the characters from that into Clash Royale and made it more of like a kind of like a deeper dive into the characters almost to where like you have these barbarians in Clash of Clans, they're just going to attack shit, but now it's like, oh, this little barbarian group and it's closer, a little more one-on-one fun kind of thing. It's all live, you're always playing live, which that's kind of always I thought that was fun for mobile games when it's like a live quick match. It doesn't need to be too in depth. It's what you want with the quick pickup of a phone, but it's also against somebody to where you can talk shit. And you couldn't type. They had like the thanks, good game, but they also had
Oh,
emotes. And the emotes were hilarious. I don't know
Oh yeah.
why, but they're like slightly animated. And I'd sit there and spam the cry one every time I'd beat somebody. And it's just, you'd hear them just.
This
You
is
didn't hear
Clash
me.
of Clans for the people. What you pretty much you have a town hall
oh wow.
and you have a base. It's not that built up. I was even more on it in the past. I don't know. This one's I think Town Hall 10, but there is
Clear quality.
yeah, it's
I
pretty
uh,
sweet.
I remember you showing me Clash of Clans, and I kind of started to. But I think at the time I was actually playing the Boom Beach, which was definitely more modern military-ish with gunners and
Yeah,
rocket launcher guys and all that stuff. And I'd gotten through it a good bit. And I liked that one. I was okay. But yeah, there's Supercell, like you say, Supercell. They were doing their shit pretty
they
good.
make
And
the best
they're still
quality
doing
mobile
pretty good
games.
today.
Yeah. Oh, they're the company's worth billions. It's insane. The amount of money they've robbed from kids' parents and just kids in general is insane.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, let me hold your credit card, kid.
Yeah.
Right? Speaking of fucking juggernauts, Niantic Games putting out Pokemon Go, man. That was
Dude,
amazing. I wish I still had like the energy to play it. Holy shit. That was flawless. It was perfect timing, I think. They did it at a really like peak time. Like it could have been too early, it could have been too late. That like 2016 release was perfect. It was pre-COVID, so not everybody was ruined yet. It wasn't too far in advance where people are like, "Oh, this is just dumb." Like perfect time. The delivery was really well. The AR mode where you're half in the real world but half on your phone was like cutting edge technology. I mean, holy shit. And it got us moving. Like
I
I
believe
was
this
walking
is around like
kilometers.
2015, right? I think 2015.
26
It was before
15,
2016.
16, 2015 because I remember playing it in the summer before my stepbrother went off to college. And I think he
Well,
went off to college
it was before
No, he started
16. It was
fall
before
of
16 for
fall
sure
of
because
16.
remember Hillary Clinton did that cringe video Pokemon go to the polls before the election.
Oh,
So I mean
yeah,
it had to be
yeah.
out
yeah.
a good bit before that. So it was definitely at least 15.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
that's a
No, it was 2016. It was before, so it was July 6th of 2016 because you had that summer
Oh
before the
yeah.
election.
I got
That's
you.
what it was. Yeah,
Okay.
'Cause that's when
See,
it really popped off. That's when before my stepbrother went off to college. That's when we jammed it, dude. We're out till 4 in the morning just walking around, as high school
it,
kids.
it was a thing. I mean, like I say, those anyone listening to this, I hope you do remember playing that. But if you don't, just think, 10 years ago, there were groups of people walking around staring at the phone like, what the hell? And it's like they're looking for Pokemon. I can remember, going up to the shopping center, and people would stop out, like there's a huddle of people outside of GameStops, like, why? Like, there's a rare Pokemon in here, we gotta go fight it, or there's a gym
Yeah,
battle we gotta do at the fire station. And it's just like that's ridiculous that they came up with it. But I mean, digging people off their
That's
ass and playing
genius.
it, but I think it also I do recall hearing stories on the same token. People be driving down the interstate, see a Pokemon or whatever, just slam their brakes down right in the middle of a highway and like try to find a damn Pokemon. So
yeah, that's extreme. I think it's funny. I was probably 14 at the time when it first came out. I'd say 14 for sure. And I mean, I never really went out by myself, but like at minimum, there was at least a couple 14-year-olds kind of thing. I've been told by the cops, like, go home, it's 3 a.m. a couple times and stuff like that. And it's funny because, like, at no other time in life, I feel like, was there a time where adults or other kids or whoever would see somebody else out at 2, 3 in the morning and just be like, hey, did you catch the Charizard? That's what we're here doing. And like, there was a cop one time. We're sitting on these church steps, me and a buddy. We're both 14. And I mean, just pulls over and he's like, "Hey, how old are you guys?" And we're like, 14. You guys live around here? Yeah, a couple blocks away." And he's like, "Pokemon? Yeah, just be safe, guys. Just, call us if you need us." And that was it. It's perfect. Like, it really just it broke all boundaries for everything. It made everybody social. I thought it was great. I wish it was still like as big with it within our town kind of thing.
it was definitely a better time all around for a lot of stuff, and I think it did make the world better for a minute. And then they pulled shit like putting Mew only in Japan kind of stuff. It's like, you son of
Yeah,
bitches.
right. Right. Aiden, let's load up for this Tokyo trip, guys. VGR
Yeah.
Tokyo edition.
Need to get that Patreon going here. We need
Yeah.
to make a trip.
Gotta catch them all.
Um, Around the same time, I think maybe a little sooner. I don't even know when. I'm not gonna look it up, but I do know one we looked at earlier that I know I loved, and I think it was fairly big because at least all three of us have some memory of it. Was "Where's My Water,"
Oh
which was
yeah.
a Disney Disney branded game where you're an alligator and your objective is to run water for your bathtub while collecting three duckies along the way, while avoiding polluted water and all this. And somewhere it got tied into like your girlfriend being there or something. I don't know. I'm there to get a bath. I don't know what this is about, but that was I think one of the first games I actually put money into as well.
Oh, for
And
sure.
that was just a good game. It was a simple
It was.
puzzler. You found shit. It just I think I actually beat it before they expanded it. So
Yeah. I
now
went back, I'd say 2 years ago and got the first one again and beat it. And I mean, with the expanded shit, a lot of levels. And I've got to be a perfectionist and get all the three ducks. I don't want to skip the level. I believe, if I'm not wrong, you would get bonus levels if you had like X amount of ducks per like stage. I think you would
mhm,
unlock, like, if you got 30 out of 30 ducks, you would get a secret duck level that was kind of difficult. So I had to beat them.
yeah.
I had
I don't
to.
remember that, but
Oh,
I haven't played it in a long time. I never went back and re-downloaded it. I might have to do that after this pod.
hey man, if you paid for
Worth
it
it.
before, you still should have the ability to play it again. But
Yep.
yeah, since CJ brought it up and you mentioned it, let's talk about the devil in the room, 3-star hell, which I'll just call Angry Birds. Um, I didn't realize how much 3 stars meant anything to me until that game came along, and you know, I was okay with getting 2 stars. I was content with that. And then my brother-in-law, he said, "No, no, man, I can't go on until I get all three." And I'm like, "How? Why?" And at some point, I guess it pays off. But Angry Bird, Red Bird, Yellow Bird, Black Bird. I don't see how the hell you're alive right now and don't know what the hell Angry Bird is. But basically,
Yeah.
your eggs have been stolen by the piggies. You're pissed off. You're an angry bird, and now you're gonna go and destroy the pigs to get your eggs back.
Gonna murder the
And
pigs.
that's right.
Bacon
Which
time.
I don't know. Like I said, there has to be some other weird weird conundrum in that idea of them killing off those. Oh, sorry, killing off those pigs. But I remember I played. Actually, I think I was looking at it earlier. I played one a lot, and I don't think you can get your hands on it anymore unless you have an old device. It's because they came out with two.
I didn't know that.
So what versions have you played, guys? What's the different ones you recall? Like, so we've seen several of them there in the thing we watched before this.
You know, to be honest, I don't know if I was old enough to differentiate what the game was named. I just knew, oh, Angry Birds. Whenever there was a new one in the App
Oh.
Store, I downloaded it, but that was definitely
You
a staple.
you just unlocked a memory, Aidan. Ka-ching!
What?
This was my first kind of passing through. I'm an Android guy, so let's just get that out there in the open. I'm an Android guy. I know Aidan and your family, your core family, is Apple people, and whatever, that's fine. But I remember I was so screw Apple, screw you. This is why we're better because I got Angry Birds for free, and you had to pay 99 cents for that son of a bitch. And I just distinctly remember you telling me you had to pay for it. I was like, what? It's like, this is why Android's so much better. I'm telling you, you just need to go with the Galaxy, man. That's what you need to do.
Free Angry Birds. What more can a boy want?
I say this is in the spirit of mobile games. We can all say, I'm an Apple guy. See, you an Apple guy?
I got it on my shirt. I got it on my phone. I'm an Apple guy.
2 versus 1 here.
If you've made it this far, folks, let us know down below in the comments.
Yeah.
You an Apple, you an Android, and let these guys know how they're wrong.
Yeah, as long as you don't say
gotta
Windows
say-
Phone, I think you're fine. If you say Windows Phone, we'll still take your support, but we'll look at you differently.
Yeah, subscribe to the
Yeah.
Patreon, but we're gonna judge a little bit.
Mandatory now for
I will
Windows
say,
Phone users.
I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, it's so much better, and like be high and
It's
mighty
not,
about it.
yeah.
To be honest, I just like the Apple UI better. If I think the UI on Apple is much more clean, but I will say Android it feels more like a mini PC. Like it definitely feels like you do a lot, like it's a lot more free. You can do a lot more stuff on an Android than you can Apple. But I just like the UI. I like the feel of an Apple iPhone personally.
In the classic argument of PC versus Apple, again, I'm a PC, and I think that's the
PC.
behavior.
Fuck MacBooks, dude. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
for sure.
This is
I have no issues about Apple. My brother, he's a Mac, but I get it. It's a good product. It's solid. For the longest time, they were the virus free stuff. You didn't have to worry about any of those things.
Yeah.
It's a good piece of device. I just don't think you have, like Aidan said, you don't have as much control. You don't have as much freedom. They definitely lock you down to this is what you can do. And this is it. PC, I mean, I was trained back in the day on programming and doing stuff, and I mean the things you could do to a PC. I mean, if you want to make something blink, you can do that. Apple's like, no, we don't give you enough control to do that shit. So
Hell, and even on their phones, they're just now opening up that customization stuff within like the past 4 years, 5 years, like to where you can actually start customizing stuff. Like it's just kind of how Apple is, which I mean, I guess obviously it's working. To me, my girlfriend's actually looking for a new laptop for college. I j- I don't know. I'm trying to push her away from it. I feel like
There's no
I
point.
think when it comes to top end stuff with Apple, especially like I know in the music industry, Apple's pretty much the standard. You have to have Apple. And I heard they're phenomenal at the top end. But for what she needs it for, I'm kind of like, you can get a $350 Windows computer, the exact same stuff as that $700, $800 Mac. And I'm like, to me, for the regular consumer, I'm gonna just say go to Windows. You've definitely used a Windows
And
computer in your
also,
life. That's kind of my
Mac
guarantee.
for a PC, it does not. I don't think it makes that much sense, especially if you know your way around a PC. Mac also it limits you a lot. Like I don't think you can play like you can not download a bunch of stuff on there, like app wise
No.
or game wise. It kind of
It's weird.
it's like meant for productivity, and there's not a whole lot
Absolutely.
of wiggle room there. I mean, even if you go to Walmart, get a $200 Dell or a $200 HP laptop,
HP or
and
something.
you're gonna have all you need for college. All you need.
don't disagree at
As long
all.
as you don't,
But that
don't get a Chromebook, no matter what. Just don't get them damn Chromebooks.
stay the fuck away from Chromebook all day. But let's get ourselves back on topic here, talking about some of these old
Mhm.
mobile games and shit that we played. Like I said, Some of the Angry Birds I've had out there, Angry Birds 1, 2. I actually remember playing Rio. The Star Wars collection was fucking great if you ever had the opportunity to play it. Actually, they had even had a NASA one,
Rio's the one that
which
I
worked
really
with
got into at one point.
they had a NASA one that also worked with gravity and planets and asteroids,
Oh.
which they use that, of
Hmm.
course, in the Star Wars one, which
Vaguely
worked out
remember
really well.
that. Yeah. Okay.
They were very good. They went through a lot of marketing. I do want to touch on two different ones. They had a Transformers one, which basically it was weird because basically it's like the Angry Birds were built into Transformers. Just weird. But if you were a Transformer nerd like me, you can appreciate it for what it was. And I don't know if you can still find out there's Android Angry Birds RPG, which is a very basic RPG game, played out very well, had magic casters, warriors, all that stuff. It was strangely good game too. But Angry Birds itself just so huge.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of birds, were you guys on the Flappy Bird train or no? Let's hear it. Larry, were you on that Flappy Bird train?
I played it and I was like, "What the fuck is this about?" And that's about the extent of how that went.
Everyone
Day
everyone at
one.
school was into it. I believe I had it on my iPod or something. I remember playing it a lot. I don't remember. I don't think there's that much substance to it. It's pretty much just going between the pipes. Whoever can get the high score, you brag about it at school. Other than that, I'm not really that into it.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of was bigger than it should have been for a while. I don't know. It's just kind of everybody needs to hop on the train. I was one of those. I got to be different people, so I was fuck Flappy Bird, and then once it got removed, and I was like, I'm gonna try it out. Too late, so I was begging my buddies to come on, man. Like, let me play Flappy Bird. I was so bad at it too. It was so terrible.
It sets up a good reward system. You know, if you got 5 this time, I need to see if I can get 6. And it
Yeah.
just the dopamine hit on that son of a bitch was written out real well. Um, Now I can remember some controversies in regards to that app, and some of the ones I remember like they got I can't remember why they got removed. Whether just because people couldn't stop playing it, if it was so just addicting to them because of the dopamine hits. But it led to people selling their iPods, their phones for. I think we've seen one for $100,000. If you buy my
Yeah.
iPhone, it doesn't work, but it still has Flappy Bird on it for
Yeah.
100,000,
Right.
and people were buying this shit. Um, there was all kinds of lures and different stuff that came along with that. So it has its place. It's one of those weird meme apps I think that came out.
Yeah, almost that's the best way to put it, honestly.
Um, I think one of my favorite meme apps was a game called The Dumb Ways to Die, though. Because at first it was just so stupid, but it was just so entertaining to watch that little character die. And I don't know if you guys will remember, there was a collection of books like Mr. Bubble, Mrs. Sunshine, Mr. Happy.
I
Not
don't
They
ringing
were
a
remember
simple
bell.
little
that.
shape. They're little simple shaped little characters, little colors. And they always had little stories that came with them. That's what became very intriguing to me because all these characters from Dumb Ways to Die look like these same characters I remember reading books about as or having read to me as
Okay.
a kid. Um, and it's to me it's just very funny. I made it happen and go. I don't know, famous games we remember going through. Fruit Ninja, we talked about that. I never actually played that on my mobile.
I was big into Fruit Ninja. I believe there's a couple different Fruit Ninja games. I know CJ maybe not as big,
I'm
but
very
I was a Fruit Ninja warrior. I took that seriously. I think I think little hot not hot take. I don't know why I said hot take. A little known fact for the viewers. You guys probably knew this. I used to collect swords as a kid for some reason. Swords and knives as a kid. I know it's weird, but I would I would with this crappy katana that was like $30 off Amazon. I used to try to cut old fruit in my backyard. Totally just like barely nick it or do something. I felt like the baddest ass of all time.
Did you ever happen to lose any fingers or toes?
I didn't, but it luckily was off Amazon. It was not that sharp, but it was definitely probably a very high possibility that that was gonna happen if I did not stop playing Fruit Ninja at home.
So it always
Fruit
good to have
Ninja
possibilities.
IRL.
Let's see here. Let's go through the list still here. The runners games, the Temple Run, Subway Runners.
Oh yeah.
I mean that blew up into a thing. So much so that it actually brought Nintendo. Somebody we played a couple of their games from, maybe one or two, maybe.
Maybe
Heard
a
of 'em.
couple.
But they got into it using a Mario Run game, which it's not the same, but it's almost kind of the same.
Oh, you unlocked a memory. Did you
Okay.
had to buy this, right?
No,
I
you got it,
I
and you could play through. You could get the
bought one
first world. And that's all you could get for
free.
free was the first world. But you
Yeah.
wanted more. You had to pay like almost like $8,
10 bucks,
8
yeah.
bucks. Yeah.
I remember having this. Holy shit. I forgot all about that game. It was
And for
Super
those,
Mario Run. Wow.
yep.
I forgot all about that.
And for those of you who aren't watching, CJ just put it in his search to make sure that he downloads it here after the show.
Yeah, I forgot all about it, dude. Wow.
That was a very good game. I did like it. Now they also came out with a Mario Kart racer game for mobile devices. I didn't get into it. My wife and my daughters did play it for a while. It plays a little differently. I guess you could even take your phone and tilt it one way or the other to give some controlling fee.
I think I
I think
vaguely
it's more
remember
based
this.
off of I think it's more based off the Wii version than it is the Switch version, of course.
That make
Um,
the most sense.
but like I said, it's interesting to see that that Nintendo decided to dabble into the mobile world as well, because just to give you an idea how big that was. Speaking of that, we were looking as I was doing my research on this. Do you guys? I'm sure you probably do. You probably played on your tablets. Do you remember having Minecraft for your tablet or mobile device?
I was gonna bring that
I
up.
do.
This was
I
probably
got a
my
hot take.
most played mobile game of all time. Is Minecraft.
Dude, I hated it. I hated it. I did not
It,
like Pocket Edition at all, dude. I
I would
hated
not
it.
probably not like it going back, but as a kid, we would literally have sleepovers just to play Minecraft. And there's another game
Dude,
that I'll talk about here in a little bit, but Minecraft
couldn't do it.
is just
I had a
It,
ton of friends that played it on Pocket Edition. I just couldn't bring myself. It felt too gross because I played it on computer already. So like, to me, it was gross.
it actually, I can't remember how they ended up doing it, but I think it became the Windows version, like when Windows bought Mojang or whatever. I
amazing.
think they
The
initially
Bedrock.
made the Bedrock version of it was the same as the mobile one, and then they had to iron it back out.
I'm not sure because Minecraft is like 11 years old, and or maybe older than that. Is it older than that? I remember like
Definitely
a 10th or was it a 10th? Let's look at it. Was it a 10th or 20th anniversary recently? There was something
couldn't
like
have been
that.
20.
It's probably more than 10, I think. I remember
I
my
think it
son playing
is.
it. And,
2011. So we're looking at about 14 years here.
But
okay, okay.
I don't think that's I think Pocket Edition was its own thing before Bedrock because I remember literally playing it when I was like
No.
I remember playing it when I was like 6 and having
Mhm.
sleepovers.
Nah, you're lying, bro. You're
I'm not
lying.
lying, bro. I played it at Wyatt Burns' house. I probably shouldn't say his last name, but I literally would.
August 16th, 2011. 6.99 Pocket Edition. I just blew this dude's mind.
Wait, it's not. I never said that wasn't what it was. I just said it was not Bedrock.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
I said it
I
was.
thought you were
I don't think it was like Bedrock came out on Windows and then they made a Pocket Edition. Like Pocket Edition was out relatively recent to when the game was released.
It came out 3 months before the game launched on PC.
Yeah, like Pocket
Pocket.
like the mobile edition was. I thought it was first. Or the mobile
It
edition was
was, yeah,
first.
by 3 months. By 3 months, yeah. I didn't
Okay,
know that.
so
Yeah,
you're saying the
I
very
remember.
first one was Pocket?
Yeah, because I remember playing it like when it
Java
came
didn't
out.
come out before that?
There's Pocket and then Bedrock, and then they transformed like original Bedrock into Java, and then just kept Bedrock as like they have Bedrock's basically everything. It's PC, it's Xbox, it's Nintendo, it's
Yeah.
PlayStation, it's everything. But they kind of expanded the PC only's Java now. I don't know
Yeah.
about Pocket Edition. Maybe they probably went Bedrock with it. I'd say that would make a lot of sense.
But I remember playing it
Huh.
like very very early, and this was honestly it has a lot of memories. Just going over to a friend's house when I was like 6 7 years old playing Minecraft Pocket Edition because obviously didn't have a PC at the time. But yeah, that was probably my most played mobile game or one of, for sure.
I just
I
find
hate
that intriguing to no end there. Just because, like I said, I honestly thought that Minecraft came out on the computer before it came out
that. I did
on the
too.
mobile. So,
That's how I saw it first. That's for sure.
hmm. Well, we'll have to dig into that and maybe in the future come up with something a little more details and a little more in depth on that. Maybe, maybe not. But we're getting close to that point of wrapping this up. We've kind of hit our time points on it. I'm going to throw out a couple games that I have on my phone currently that
Yeah, I have
I
a
know
couple
I
want to
still
throw in
love
too.
and still play. And I'm pretty sure that honestly, you guys probably maybe heard of some of these, but maybe haven't. So I've only got five. I'll start off with the game I told you about, Retro Bowl, which is a spiritual successor clone to Tecmo Bowl. I keep that on my phone year round. I break it out. It's very good. I got into the game developer stories, which not game developer story, the story games. I'm trying to think who the maker of that is, but game developer story, sushi story. They did a lot of Kariko, I think is what it is, Kairko. They
Kiriko?
do nothing but I think so. They do just a shit ton of stories, adventure story, this story, and all that, and they're weird little upgrade type games. Most of them, there's a light version, and it'll cost you a little bit to play those. I really like those. I got a bunch of those on my tablet. Another one of those I liked was Gravitron. It's basically like a spaceship kind of thing, and it's designed to use the movement thing in your phone or your tablet where you tilt it one way, the spaceship flies to the left, and you tilt the other way, it slides to the right, and you grab stuff and sheep. It's kind of a cool little game. Vector, which is a what do they call that stuff? Parkour type runner game. You got to run away from the big bad corporation before they get you and kill you. Unalive you for the folks on YouTube. And then of course I got Contra Returns on the on my Android. It feels very Contra-ish. It's a nice little mobile successor, but it's just nothing but another fucking money grab out there. And of
Yeah.
course, I will mention, of course, my WWE Champions, which is just the got you for the last 7 years game that I check in with daily and feel really
Yeah.
upset when I don't because I put so much money into that freaking game.
Fair. Totally fair.
You said you had a list, eh? What's some of the things you want to talk about that are out there?
I just wanted to bring up one game before we go into what I have on my phone now. I used to play on my phone along with Minecraft when I was a kid. Is a popular game called Terraria. I was
Yep.
very, I was very into Terraria when I was a kid. I've beat it on PC as many times as I can, or a lot of times on PC as of recently. But I played it when I was older, and I remember screaming and crying because we played this game religiously all the time, and we all had a world that we hopped on. And I remember screaming, crying because I had the Terrorblade, which is at the time at the time that was the best weapon in the game. I had the Terrorblade, and I accidentally deleted Terraria off my phone.
Oh,
And I was literally
oh.
screaming, crying, like,
Oh
"How do I get it
no.
back?" I downloaded it, and the world is completely gone. And I think I was the host, so like the world that we played on for like a year straight was deleted. And I remember like screaming, crying.
Oh,
That
your
and my
friends
buddy,
hated you.
bro, my buddy that was a tech, I was like a tech guy, and I was like, "Please, how do you fix this? I don't know what I did." I was very upset.
Were you
Did
able
you ever
to
get
ever
it
get it
back?
back, or?
No, it was gone forever. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if I signed in or iCloud is weird. I think I had like an iPod or an iPad Mini that I had like my own weird iCloud on or some stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's where people get got, bro. I've had the same one because if not, I'm done. I'm done for.
Yep. But as of games
What's some other
now,
ones you want to talk about?
now I have Vampire Survivors, which is Larry has brought up on this podcast a couple times. I have Brotato, which is kind of a similar type of game. I have Super
Hmm.
Auto Pets, which is a interesting game. I highly recommend. It's pretty fun. And as of recently, this is a mobile. I believe it costs like $7 because it's like technically like a PC game that came to mobile. It's called Balatro. I've talked about it on this program here before. It's an
Once or
amazing
twice.
game. Once or twice. It's an amazing game. I cannot recommend it more. And it's like sky is the limit. There's like unlimited potential. You can continue to get better, different combination of cards. It's such a good game. But that's what's on my phone. See, what have you been playing on your mobile? Are you a mobile gamer? Any mobile games?
Not as much, but one, as you guys will probably know, that I definitely play is Tetris. Does hold a place on my home screen still. I do play every fix of it I can get. So I definitely haven't played it much recently. Ever since I got the new Switch back, yeah, I've been playing it on that. But yeah, Tetris is on there. The Pokemon TCG app that came out probably last fall.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't been playing it much as of late, but I like what they did. They essentially condensed the vast card game of it into like 20, 30 card decks instead. I think it's 20 card decks instead. So it's like you can play somebody live in like 5 minutes instead of actually having to do all kinds of crazy research and stuff like that. And it's fun. You're just ripping Pokemon packs for not your own money. So proud to say I haven't spent $1 on it. They straight up told you on the app, do the free trial and cancel it before it's over if you don't want it for the premium stuff. Just cancel it. So that's exactly what I did. Is I just got 14 days of like double packs and stuff like that. So it's cool if you like cards or Pokemon in general. It's cool. Um, Pokemon Go is still on my phone. I don't play it. There was something else. Gotta think. I definitely have one that I feel. Oh, got Subway Surfers back. I play it every once in a while. It's not really my go-to. Like if I'm getting on a plane or something, play some Subway Surfers. Don't need service, don't need nothing. Just chill back. Music in my ears. Subway Surfers theme song way too loud in my headphones. So, but I'm not. I've never been huge on the mobile gaming front. So that's about all I really would say I have anymore. Just rather pick up the Switch, pick up the computer, pick up the Xbox, something else kind of thing. Oh, honorable mention. Can't do it in my current location, but once I move, Blackjack and Texas Hold'em online on FanDuel for real money. That's the shit, dude. That's my favorite mobile game of all time. That is,
Fan,
that's nice.
FanDuel will be happy to let us know because I'm sure CJ will do that whole little readout bit for you guys. So let's just think of us when you get back.
Prohibited and only ages 21 plus. And yeah, give you the whole
Have a
spiel.
gambling problem?
1
Oh,
800 Gambler. Yeah. Oh, I know the
yeah.
number. It's 1 800 Gambler or something.
He's called it a few
Don't speed
times.
dial.
It's number. I was gonna say it's number 3 on my speed dial behind Domino's and my mom.
There you go. I'm glad no Domino's is first.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's an episode here. We wanted to just throw it out and talk about some mobile games. There's probably stuff we could go into deep, but at least wanted to just open it up, because, like I say, you have a phone. It's 21st century. You probably got one. People probably got 2 or 3 at this point. But if nothing else, there's at least a game on there. Tell us what games are on your phone. Let us know in the comments. Send us an email at the VGR Pod. Tell us we're still waiting to hear from you. Give us a question. CJ needs better help getting some better answers. But
Yeah, I might need that.
outside of that, who wants to do an out? Who wants to get us here?
Let's hear it, Aiden. Come
Well,
on, big dog. Let's hear it.
this is the off season or the post season. This is our first episode. I mean, we're just gonna be throwing out some quick games here and there, maybe a little small things. Just coming and talking, giving our opinions. We're in the off season. Here in the future, maybe what do you think? 3 months. We're not quite sure when season 2 is coming. We're kind of just chillaxing. Summer's around, but there's gonna be a lot of stuff on the way. So, like, comment, share. Check us out on audio platforms. Tell your Alexa to play the VGR podcast, and she will. Yeah. I mean, send us an email at vgrpod@gmail. We do questions in the beginning of the episodes. Send us some questions because we're running pretty thin. Yeah. Uh, that's pretty much it. CJ, you got something else to say? I assume.
Yeah, I gotta. I don't really have a good Kanye quote this week, so I'm just gonna throw out a random one that doesn't really deserve to belong here. But Kanye on his song "Ecstasy" once said, "You got 6 thoughts, I got more of them. You got a sister-in-law you'd smash, I got 4 of them." He said. So just to throw you some Kanye knowledge, couldn't really think anything else to throw out there, but it's there. So
It's there.
Strangely, if you change that over to mobile games, it makes a lot more sense.
A lot of mobile games,
Exactly.
guys.
I
All
got
right.
more.
Well, hey, I do thank you all for listening. My name's been Larry.
My name's Aidan.
Hey, CJ.
Thank you for listening to the Video Game Replay podcast.
Peace, guys.